Hey there, how are you? Hope you are doing well. My name is Isma Sewankambo as usual from FX Kampala. I'm happy to meet you again from our video, and in today's video I want us to specifically look at a certain strategy that I think is really going to work out for you, fact being that it has perfectly worked out for me, and I wish, or I think it's apparently going to help you to achieve probably and succeed within your trading, within your trading. Well, first and foremost, before we start, please click on down here below to subscribe for more of our videos, such that you are apparently notified in any of the new videos that are released, to be the first person to actually be in position to view them. Okay, by simply subscribing. You can as well have a supplement for clicking onto the bell, such that you are at least notified every time there is a new video. Thank you so much. In case of anything, for more details, still come down here below and click or copy the contact in the very video for more details, and please don't hesitate to contact us. WhatsApp is more effective for assistance. Now, the reason as to why I've come in today's video is specifically to show you, or to introduce to you, a strategy that I believe is apparently going to work for you perfectly. And this strategy apparently works with the moving averages, and I call it the impulse pullback. This is basically generated as due to the structure of how the markets do move, because we apparently know that markets do move within what we refer to as trends. And then in the due formation for such trends, we actually tend to see formations of a wave-like pattern formation that leads to the market to move from point A to point B. Now, this is what I mean. This strategy is called the impulse pullback, just like from the way I've just explained to you, that as markets are moving within a trend, they move impulse correction, they move impulse correction. The correction is literally a point at where the market is expected to gain momentum, and this momentum to make another move. So always the move that moves in the direction of the appropriate trend, okay, becomes the impulse. Let's assume if the market is moving up, going down. Therefore, this means that we expect the market to move in a zigzag format, or in a wave pattern formation, which I've actually described to as a zigzag formation. And then as these waves as this market is moving, it forms an impulse. Impulse is basically the wave that moves within the direction of the trend. Then correction. Okay, as the markets move and as they are correcting, they actually retrace or correct back to the market at a certain point. Then it's again moves with an impulse. Okay, let's first see how it apparently works. So we take an advantage as to when markets do create or go in for a pullback, and we take an action for us to buy when it actually goes back in the second impulse move. However, that is for the version of a downward market movement. But again, there are some instances whereby the market is also trending up, A, down, B. You get it? So we also expect to have the same formation. Okay? Now, let's first look into this and see how basically we can really trade with this strategy. It's known as the impulse pullback, just like the way I've explained to you, from the formation structure or nature of the market trend formation. Well, let's first see. Please don't hesitate to subscribe if you really enjoy, or if you really pick something out of the videos that we always release for the sake of FX Kampala. Let's get back to this and see. So let me pick it because actually formed already. I'd already saved a format, and this is what I said. It works with the moving averages. Now, if you really don't know how to put these moving averages, they of course moving averages of various periods, because moving averages are made up of periods. These periods define actually the number of candlesticks that are carried on for a sample space to create these moving averages. Because if you literally go into details, or when you go to the previous videos of the videos that I actually released, you realize that when you're actually trading with the reason as to why moving averages come into existence, it's because of the formation, okay, is actually getting average prices of the individual candles, which candles are certainly defined with a given number of candles defined, and that number of candles is actually described or named the period. So if I'm using 5 or 10 candles to carry on my average price or an average closing price of the individual candles, and I'm taking 5, then 5 becomes the period. So I get an average divided by the number 5 if I'm considering the closing prices of different of 5 candles. So I divide by 5, which 5 becomes the period. So when I continue or carry on doing the same procedure, I realize that I'll have a series of various different prices that when I join them, you realize that I come up with a line. So here we're actually working up with various or 3 different types of moving averages. If you decide to use exponentials, make sure you use exponential moving averages. If you decide to use simple moving averages, make sure you use simple moving averages. If you decide to use the weighted moving averages, still make sure that you retain all these moving averages to be weighted moving averages. Now, for instance, because this works with actually a couple of moving averages. Now, when we look here, and I have ideally differentiated each of these moving averages with a color. The first one was a green color, the second one is red, third one is blue, and the last one is yellow. And all of these have actually certainly have different colors at the same point. They all have different periods, because the green one carries on the 5 exponential moving average. Now, I believe you've started to note, because for you to ideally use this strategy, you have to be in position to notice a composition or a pair or a series of individual moving averages you'll be using certainly to be in position to profit out of this strategy. And then these are some of the ideally the specific things that you should notice about this strategy. First, it's called the impulse pullback. The impulse pullback strategy works within the 15-minute time frame. Some of you will ask, how do I tell? Because there are various ways of how you can tell the moving average that you're in. One, you can see from here, because apparently you can certainly see from when you look at this is the pair Australian dollar USD, but then this is what I'm apparently mentioning. When you look here, we have 15, and this 15 definitely describes or tells us the time frame that we're in. Another way is you can ideally look up here, okay, because this is apparently where we are, and this is apparently where this time this chart is. So you can ideally tell the time frame by simply looking at that. You can also tell the time frame you're in by actually coming up here. So all of them are telling you that the time frame that we are apparently trading is a 15-minute time frame. Okay. After that, we've said we have this is a 5, This is a 5 exponential. I'm using exponential because I've actually decided to use the exponential moving average. The red one is 18. Hold. The red one is 18. The red one is 18. The blue one is a 50. And the last one is a 200 exponential moving average. Well, having certainly identified the individual EMAs or moving averages that we are using, then we need to know how these apparently work. Now, this is how this strategy works. The reason as why we have a couple of moving averages is specifically to see which of these is apparently working as a support, which one of these apparently works as a resistance. Now, you realize that I have a buy order here, and apparently I'm into profits. Okay, I'm in a buy order and apparently I'm into profits. Now, this is what apparently works, because we're all very sure that when we're actually trading, we have ideally noticed that as we're looking into price action, we always look certainly mainly at the support and resistance. Support is basically that point where market reaches, hits, and then expected to bounce off. Resistance is that point whereby, like for example, a sell, when you hit a ball onto the ceiling, you expect the market to turn down. Now, apparently, we replicate the same model when we are trading with the impulse pullback strategy. First, I said it works with a 15 minutes time frame. Secondly, it works with 4 moving averages, that is 5, 18, 50, and 200 moving averages. Fourthly or thirdly, it works in all currency pairs, not only in forex in particular, or not only with currencies, but it also works in actually all. For instance, you can be like, I want to trade it. You can trade it onto gold. You can trade it onto oil. You can trade it onto Brent. Silver. This is silver. XA GUSD is silver. XAU USD is gold. Brent oil are GR30. This is the German index, including the 30 are companies in Germany. This is the German index. And we have the BTC USD. You can also replicate the same model for those that apparently trade stocks. Now, if you really want to trade stocks, please contact me. Stocks, we can trade them as indices, and I believe if you really want to trade Apple stocks as CFDs, contracts for difference. Okay, you can trade Apple, you can trade Tesla, you can trade Netflix. If you really want to learn how to trade this, please contact me in the contacts below here in the very video. Okay, contact me via WhatsApp or via any social media platform, or with the details that can be provided in this very video, how to analyze them and how to profit in them. Thirdly, some people always normally call me, they're like, hey Isma, I want to trade stocks, but when I try to execute orders, I can't execute them. Now, first, before you trade stocks, you have to know that stocks are not traded, are not a 24-hour traded instruments. Okay, first you need to know which time frame are you trading these particular stocks. Okay, that is if you're in GMT +3. Okay, that is the Ugandan time. You have to be to start trading these stocks between 4 to 5 p.m. Ugandan time. That's when you'll be in position to execute. Now, the issue is not on your MT4. The issue is not onto the brokerage that you are using. So the issue is onto the time. You need to know that if you are trading which time frame do you expect? Because I actually talked about the trading sessions. We all know that the American market opened 5 p.m. Ugandan market. Okay, the main activity opens at 5 p.m. Ugandan market. Look out for that video if you really haven't gone through this. So let's get back to this. Now, this strategy works in the way that when markets are one of these moving averages is apparently going to work as a support or resistance. Now, for this case, this market is apparently moving upwards. So by it moving upwards, we are saying that this market is expected to have a support. By support, we expect the market, one of these moving averages, to work as a support. By support, we are saying that we expect the market to come, hit, jump. Okay, so the hit comes to be the impulse, then the retracement, or the impulse becomes to be the retracement point that it has hit, retraced, and then made an impulse. That's where it gains its name. What do I mean? This is what apparently I do want to show you, that when this market came up, okay, down, reached at this point, you realize that at this point 18 works as a support. So when market is approximating, like say for instance, if it reaches here and it's approximating to reach this point, or let's say it reaches this point, now you as a professional, you come somewhere slightly above at this point and make sure you have your entry at this very point, and this is supposed to be a buy. Okay, so you can either wait for you buy at this point. Okay, you're expected to buy at this point. Now, by you buying at this point, you are saying that when market comes up here, you expect it to bounce up, because some of the principles of technical analysis, there are basically 3 principles. 1, market action discounts everything. 2, prices do move in trends. And 3 is actually history repeats itself. What do we mean? That if it bounced off here, 1, it bounced off here, 2, we also expect it to bounce off here, 3. So when it reaches here, make sure you put a pending buy. I normally recommend a pending buy, and for this case, it's going to be a buy stop. Now, if you don't know about these pending different types of orders, still go into our videos specifically looking at the pending orders, because we have various types of orders. We have the buy stop, we have the sell stop, we have the buy limit, we have the sell limit, we have the stop loss, we have take profit, we have buy orders, and we have sell orders, and so forth and so on, and so forth and so forth and so on. So there are a couple of these which were illustrated in the video, and basically showing you on how basically you can put on this on your MT4. Now, if you put here, you are saying that if market comes out, or if it comes wherever it is at its support, I'm expecting it to come at this point. When it comes at this point, it will execute your buy stop, and this buy stop will now turn to be an active buy order when it's executed. Or if it's not executed and it suddenly changes, simply continue coming down, you're not honestly losing anything. So that's the beauty with the pending orders. Okay, so you're actually saying that because when the market reach here, it's 50, it has 60% chances that it's going up, and 40% chances are that it's going to come down. So by putting this pending order, you're actually increasing these 60% chances to about 65 or 70% chances that it's really going to go up, because by the time it will reach this point, it now would have confirmed that, man, truly what I'm apparently doing, I'm going, or I'm taking this direction. So what also did exactly happen? And again, we expect that if this continues, we expect this market to come at this point. So when it reaches at this point, which will now be our new support, you apparently come at this point, you put your buy order, because what you'll be expecting will be this. That's how apparently the impulse pullback strategy works on an uptrend. On a downtrend, the reverse is true. It apparently works as the way it actually works in an uptrend. This means that if today the 18 has worked as the support, it doesn't mean that for the rest of the market movements, it's always going to be 18. Now, if today 18 has worked, maybe in the next market movement or next market analysis, it will be 5. It can be 5, it can be 50, depending on how it moves. But all you need to know is for you to ideally notice that basically this is this, this is this, this is this. This moving average on such a trend is apparently working as a support, or it's apparently working as a resistance. Okay, so I believe this video has been helpful to you. If it has been helpful for you, please don't hesitate to subscribe, and also in case of any more information, please don't hesitate to also contact us in the links below here for more details and for more illustration, or for forex classes, crypto classes, stock market classes, consultation, and everything. For more info, you can as well visit our website for all the real-time news, calendar of about FX, such as the NFP, such as the CPI, such as the hourly earnings, such as so many of the news. You can also visit our website under the news tab. You will also be in position to see this, the time they actually apparently going to affect the markets, or apparently the reports are going to be released, apparently the speeches are going to be taken. So all that information, you can get it from our website, which is www.fxkampala.com. Thank you so much. Hope it has been helpful. I've been Isma, and I do sign out. Bye. Meet again. Thank you.